And there's the bell for round one. You don't want to trade shots. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. Sugar Ray is rocked. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. That counter punch caught him clean. They won't give us a second to catch our breath. Not too many seats to be had in this arena as the hype continues to build for this showdown.
Situations like this, Todd, will either make or break a fighter because the expectation from the thousands of people here, of the millions of people around the world, people like you and I sat here expecting everything and anything can break a man or make a man.
Halfway through the round, and it's pretty much even Steven.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
A perfect counter shot. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. Those counter punches have to hurt. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. That counter shot lands. Punch, counter punch. Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up. Nice counter shot. Oh, that punch. He threw a punch and just got countered. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. As bad as boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that. Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? Coming off that fantastic last round, let's see if he can keep his momentum going.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction.
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. And Sugar is in trouble. We almost saw a knockout a second ago, and now they're going toe-to-toe.
Defense, defense, defense is everything because they got shot once, they know they can get caught again. So for now, just defense, work on defense, blocking and stopping and shooting.
There's a counter shot. They exchange punches. This fighter's completely content to sit back and let you make the first move. That's where they thrive.
Todd, I understand what you're saying, but you've got to be honest. You've got to be honest. You've got to be a pro. You've got to think right. Concentrate.
How about that time counter shot? Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Nice counter. This has been a very competitive round between these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. What heart What desire, but at what cost? No rest for the weary. Good counter punching. We've seen this fighter in the past go 12 rounds and not have a mark on their face. That's what happens when you stick and move. You hit and you don't get hit.
Well, this is what it's all about. Hit and don't get hit. Jab, move, pop, slip. Use your footwork. Drive your opponent crazy.
The perfect counter lands. Well done with that counter shot. Both men step back for just a moment. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left. Whoa, wait a minute. Uh-oh, code red time here for Daniel Jacobs. What is he going to do? Talk about Jacobs in that last round. After what we saw in that last round, it's pretty obvious who has the advantage here.
You can't leave it up to the judge.
Let's get it started in round 3. Nice counter shot. Good shot with the left cross. And he scores with the counter. Catch and shoot. The straight right just misses. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. And they block the right uppercut. Beautiful counter punch. Can't find a home with that jab. Walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Good counter punch. What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Middleweight always gives us a class. If you've got 2 class middleweight fighters, you're in for action.
I gotta stop you here, Johnny, as we pick up the heat. Oh boy, the Miracle Man now in some trouble. I don't believe what we're seeing here.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What the...
Well, hold on a second, Johnny. Ooh, and Daniel Jacobs just got rocked. Disaster averted, it seems. We continue on.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Beautiful counter shot. Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Swing and a miss with that hook. This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. You know that bell was sweet music. Here we go to the 4th round. Let's see how they bounce back here in this round.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on him. That's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
How nervous would you get when you know you're facing a big puncher like this that can seriously hurt you?
Look back in the history books. Some of the best fighters in the world were the middleweights. Yes, the glamour division is the heavyweights, we know. But I'm telling you now, you look right there. These guys are on it. Fast, sharp, powerful. It hurts, and you can imagine that being you. They're the size of an Andres man.
Nice counter punch. How about that time counter shot? We wanted action, and they are delivering. Straight right just misses. Everything looks better in slow motion. Let's take another look.
A shot from the gods took him out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you're okay.
So back into the fray again, but how much do they have left?
That is a show of character. When you're put down, your ego's hurt, your chin's hurt, your body's hurting, and you've got to get up, suck it up, and think, right, I'm back in the game again. It's so hard for a fighter.
It's a good start to the round for this guy.
The corners must be so happy. Down to a T, play the plan out to a T. If they can pick up momentum and do this over and over again, they've got it.
Jacobs in real trouble. It appears at the moment of trouble. Hold that thought! This is not where Daniel Jacobs wants to be right now. Keeping those gloves up, the guard high, paying dividends as it seems that that moment of trouble has passed.
Bean Days now needs to steady the pace, get the pace back to normal.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Let's see how the corner handles their fighter here after being dropped twice in that last round.
Unbelievable hard, knockdown.
He's going to be confident.
Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? They've got to be feeling confident now after what happened last round.
I have no idea what they have left. How do you come back from something like that? Not on twice? Where's your head at? Where's your energy levels at? It tells you you've got nothing left.
That counter punch caught him clean. And he scores with the counter. You hear people talk about a boxer's chin. Do they have a good chin? Do they have a glass jaw? Those are questions that are being answered here tonight.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
They exchange punches. Deciding to let it all hang out here in this round. Beautiful counter shot. Looking to land the hook. Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. These two are the perfect dance partners.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny? So much bruising. Will the referee stop this fight? To the relief of the fans here, this fight will continue. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Beautiful counter shot. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. You'd like to see more jabs. The straight right just misses. And he wasn't ready for that counter punch. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. Well, it's no secret who has the advantage after that last round. Let's see what... There's the bell for round 6. After a really strong round, let's see if they can finish the job.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They exchange punches. We both know who the bigger power puncher is. There's a significant power difference. How would you handle that?
I've seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's where the confidence comes from.
The straight right just misses. That one will count. The old adage is, no matter how much speed you've got, timing beats speed.
The middleweights are the best you can ever come across. Obviously, the glamour weight is a heavyweight, but the middleweight is the size of the average man or woman. When you get in there and you're letting the shots go, you've got power, you've got speed, you've got pace. You can stand, you can dance, you can do everything. We can look back and...
Down goes Sugar Ray Leonard. We wondered how good his chin was, but no one's chin standing up to that shot.
Even I've got...
1, 2, 3, 4. Richardson, are you okay?
Well, they beat the count and are ready to go again.
Somebody can smell blood here. They can smell blood. They've got to be smart. Get in there. Then boom, back in the same spot again. It happened once. You got away with it. You can do it again.
Halfway through the round, and they've got some work to do to get back into it.
There's a lot of work to do, and you know what?
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Uh-oh, code red time here for Daniel Jacobs. What is he gonna do? They've avoided catastrophe there.
Got caught sleeping on the job. What do? You step back, steady yourself, recompose yourself, then boom, back into it. But do not make those mistakes. This is the wrong place to fall asleep.
Cannot throw out a lazy jab in this fight. You'll get knocked out. As we watch it again one more time, appreciate the perfection of that knockout shot.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are right.
So final 10 seconds of the round, and he is looking really sharp. Talk about Jacobs in that last round. The corner hasn't thrown in the towel yet, so I guess he's coming out for another round.
Come on, you've let him back into this.
There's the bell to start round 7. It's been a nightmare so far. What can they do to turn this around?
2 knockdowns in that last round. There'll be sheer panic in that corner. What do? Do they throw the towel in? Do they let him come back out again? Because they know their fighter is like a lamb to the slaughter.
Swing and a miss with the jab. Beautiful counter punch. Every time they throw a shot, they get countered. Beautiful counter punch. This fighter's certainly not going to out-throw their opponent by any means, but they will, when they hit, feel at home.
Sometimes when you get in there with someone that's so powerful, you've got to outthink him. You've just got to be smarter than him. You've got to be like a little Fagan and pickpocket him.
They threw the hook. It didn't land. He misses with that jab. Thank goodness we've got instant replay. We get to see it again.
I need to see that again.
One, two, three, four, five, six, seven. You continue.
They're back on their feet, but how long will they stay there?
Look at his corner, look at the instructions. They're telling him to calm down, make the most of the count, get up, breathe, and move. Get behind the referee, save yourself a bit of time. You just need to make your way back to the corner.
Whoa, hold on a second, Johnny. Jacobs in real trouble. I thought that was going to be a knockdown at least. The fighter's vision is paramount, and the referee may stop it here. And the referee will allow this to continue. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. That counter shot lands. Total domination with 10 seconds to go. Talk about Jacobs in that last.
Focus. Big breath.
Round 8, and we're off again. They barely survived the last round after 2 knockdowns. Let's see what happens here.
2 knockdowns and you're coming back from that. That's near on impossible because your head must be all over the place. Your legs would feel like jelly. What can they tell you in the corner? All they can do is wait.
And you can see here his face basically melts into his glove, and down he goes.
Where did...
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. He's still on the fight.
Can't believe they managed to beat the count, but that could be the last hurrah.
Some fighters, when this happens, this can be heartbreaking. Some fighters, it makes them angry. They want to get back into the mix again. I want to know, what sort of character are we looking at here?
In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see 2 boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those pointed areas over the eyebrow.
Oh my goodness, Johnny! Ooh, and down goes the Miracle Man! Cue up the replay machine. I have got to see that again.
That's lights out, right?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You're out.
So time to go celebrate after a knockout win here.
Accuracy, power, punch, perfect.